All right, welcome in Pro Wrestling Epic live at the Worden Community Center. I am Steve Barrett, and tonight I'll be here calling the action for you. And we start off fast and furious tag team action. You've got the Revolution taking on the Besties of the world. What an epic matchup, no pun intended. And right now they begin the grappling, and this is going to be a hell of a night. We got a lot of great action on the card tonight. I'm very psyched to be here. Once again, working with Pro Wrestling Epic. What a great promotion. This is going to be a fun night. And we've got some good old-fashioned wrestling grappling going on in that ring right now. You got the Revolution. Quest Parker, Anthony Lopez, you know these guys. They have been a thing. And there's a cover, quick. Out he goes. Picturesque drop kick. May Fitchett really executing well in that ring right now. The Besties in the world, they are veteran, savvy talent. Not exactly the nicest fellas you ever want to meet. Don't want to walk down the street and run into these guys in an alley. You know, undeniably talented, but to say they have low moral standards, probably something of an understatement. There's the cover. As Lopez is on fire right now. And we have seen Anthony Lopez grow up before our eyes here at PWE. What a role they have been on the Revolution, Parker and Lopez. And there's the tag, and here comes Quest. Quest is high action, high octane if there ever was one. And he will be in the ring right now with Davey Vegas. So compelling matchups always here at PWE. We're live in Worden, as I said. Great night for wrestling. August is upon us. We are more than half a year through. What a year it's been here at PWE. And there's the speed of Quest Parker really locking it in, taking Davey Vegas by surprise maybe a little bit. You know, the more conceited you are, the less you believe your opponents are worthy to be in that ring with you, and that might be the case here. And Davey, bang, hell of a shoulder tackle right there. Talking a little smack over to Mephisto, who is a little mouthy on the side. Up and over he goes. Oh, he won't scout it. Or was it? Conrada, Quest Parker, here to play tonight. The stakes are serious. And here's what makes Revolution such a great tag team. So in sync. Swing and almost a miss. And now Davey Vegas making hay, and a little Rossi-Do. And the Revolution, nice drop kick by Quest Parker. Did you get the name of that truck that just ran you down? Davey Vegas thinking he might be in Vegas. And what happens there stays there. He has no idea where he is right now. He does find the tag, and here comes Fitchett back into action, and he's going to need to be there. There's a nice chop. And Fitchett with a little bit of a roll right now, kind of slowing down the momentum of Revolution. The Besties in the world, that is subject. Oh my! Quest, Davey Lopez from out of nowhere in the cover. Very impressive tag team partnership, very impressive speed, and this crowd is rising in appreciation for what they are throwing out there in that ring tonight against the Besties. Nice job by the Revolution keeping it in the corner. They have cut Fitchett off, at least for the moment. Trying to stop the momentum, trying to cut the oxygen off, and Fitchett puts him back in his own corner. So a little bit of tit for tat wrestling right now, cutting each other off, and now apparently Vegas has returned from the land of the confused. And now the Besties in the world may be showing everybody a little bit why they call themselves that. Hard into the turnbuckle goes Quest Parker. And now they are stretching him out. And it's Chop City. Heard a man once say, if you can't chop, don't chop. Well, they certainly can chop, and they probably should chop. That was pretty powerful. And Quest gets his foot on the rope, and that doesn't seem to matter much to Mephisto. And Quest Parker is in a bit of trouble right now for the first time tonight. Nice suplex, perfectly executed by Fitchett, and the Besties with a cover. It's only 2. Big action coming up. Lots of championships to be defended tonight. Certainly going to be a fun evening. The Interstate Championship will be on the line tonight, as will be the PWE Championship. So we've got some great action tonight, some great tag teams, some very unlikely matchups as well. Should be a hell of a show. Don't miss a moment of it right here. And we've got some very interesting besties in the world going on right here. A little bit of pandering to the crowd, and Mr. Lopez did not enjoy that, as he is now taking it out on Vegas, as Quest Parker is in a little bit of trouble. Up and out and over the rings he goes onto that very hard parquet floor, that basketball court floor. You ever bounce a basketball on that floor? Bounces pretty high, it's pretty hard. Quest Parker with a punt, and the Besties working together very well. Oh no! Standing moonsault, and the cover, that could be it. No. Quest Parker, oh, got kicked in the back of the head. My God. His head got snapped so hard you can see his afro shake. Once again, the Besties in the world keeping the action in their corner. Quick, sudden tags. That's great tag team work. You've got two very, very savvy tag teams battling in this match. That's why it's been so entertaining. What a great way to start pro wrestling up here in Worden, Illinois. And now Vegas locking it in. And Quest Parker with nowhere to go. His partner finally starting to make his way back up off of the ground. Crowd is certainly pulling for young Quest, trying to get himself back to a vertical base. And they have completely cut that ring off. Quest Parker in a bad, bad way right now. And Fitchett walked right into that boot as Quest Parker is trying to battle his way out of the situation. No, he catches him. So close, almost a pinky tag. Back into the turnbuckle goes Quest Parker. Another quick tag, keeping the fresh man in. That is going to make life very difficult for Quest Parker and make, oh, big elbow. And he caught him. He went high the first time, went low the second time, and was found out both times. And Vegas with the answer to the riddle. That is Quest Parker, at least for the moment. Referee admonishing Fitchett a little bit right there. And Quest Parker, a little zippity-doo-dah, little steep in his step. Up and over he goes that time, and the tag to Lopez. And now business has picked up for Anthony Lopez, who is the fresh man, at least for the moment, missed by Fitchett. Looks like an exploder suplex into the turnbuckle. And now down goes the straps. And Anthony Lopez looking to make his mark. Maybe looking for the end right here. A sit-down powerbomb. And the hook of the leg, too. No, the save by Vegas. Man, we have gotten many, many near falls so far. Teams very evenly matched. And Revolution trying to team up against Vegas, and Vegas not having it, at least for the moment. And out of the ring goes Vegas. And kicked him right in the ear right there. The speed of Fitchett. And he takes out, oh my God, he took out Quest, like a Pele kick on the ring apron. Big jump off of that top rope, taping down low, and this might be it, the end. What a maneuver, what a finisher, no! The last possible second. Quest Parker from the brink of disaster. I thought they had him for sure. They executed the finisher, but to no avail. Parker right where he needed to be at the time. There it is, another Pele kick. taking down Quest Parker. Not sure where he is right now. Man, Fitchin is lighting the fires tonight. Team so evenly matched. All it's going to take is one mistake in 3 seconds. And maybe that's it. A kick to the back, a kick to the ear hole, and a drop kick to the shoulder blades. And the cover by Lopez. No, Fitchin still has enough juice left in the tank, and here comes Vegas. Finally finding his way back into the ring. Crowd is on the edge of its seat, and it looks like the Revolution is starting to feel it. Maybe looking to put this one away. High risk with all those. Oh, and there Vegas was lying in wait. And now we have got some bad situation for the Revolution as Parker drops out after a vicious attack. And now Lopez to the ankle lock. And Vegas doesn't see it. Vegas doesn't see it. And Fitchin nowhere to go. Swinging a miss by Vegas. Oh, the suplex right on the back of the neck. Oh, my God. Went for the Pele kick one time too many. Caught him in the ankle lock. He has cinched it in the center of the ring. Nowhere to go. Parker was his faculties up and moving around. He has got that ankle lock locked in until Vegas unlocked it. Must have had the key. And now he uses Quest Parker as a weapon. Oh, a collision. Oh, that will end a career right there, my God. And the win. All it takes is one mistake, and tonight the win goes to the Besties in the world, maybe earning that moniker just a little bit. A very impressive win. Very impressive performance. What a way to start PWE tonight here in Worden, Illinois. My God. That is as high octane and well skilled as you ever want to see. All right, you want to talk about combustible elements. Never have there been more combustibility in a match than this one. You've got your Interstate champion, the one and only Jimmy Karryt, the powder keg, with his attache basil, whatever you like to call, the bucket that is sitting now on the top of the ring post. Jimmy bit bitter these days. Seemingly thinks that he should probably have a better stay here at PWE. Kind of blames good Lenny for his little shortcomings and maybe not being around long enough. So this is very interesting feelings going on from the powder keg, and when powder keg gets in the feelings, it doesn't bode well for anybody involved. Trust me, I know that personally. And then you've got Ox on the other side of the ring, the massive human that is Ox Sawyer, also a little bit bitter, also a little bit angry. So you've got a lot of angst in that ring. And certainly Karryt with an axe to grind, believing that Lenny Mephisto is holding him back a little bit, and that is never a good feeling. That does not bode well for anybody. And certainly the voices are in Karryt's head tonight. Karryt, the Interstate champion. Some few right hooks, few left hooks, hooks for everybody. And Ox was unfazed by any of it. And there's a big shoulder tackle by the giant Ox. And that took Karryt down. Kind of rung his bell maybe a little bit. And there's a knee from Karryt. Didn't have much effect. It's like a bullfight. If the bull could body slam me, and he just did. And Karryt in a little bit of trouble right now. Certainly a heralded Interstate champion. He is the man that ended the legendary run of Camaro Jackson at 524 days. So you know he's as good as it gets when it comes to being champion. And up he goes onto the shoulders of Ox, and Jimmy Karryt scrambling to the outside wants no part of it. Trying to recover and maybe collect himself. The Powder King, a bit ill-tempered, a bit irrational, but still very savvy and very scientific when it comes to what he does in the ring. Apparently he's on the clock. Non-existent timepiece on his wrist. So this match is definitely not brought to you by the good folks at Rolex. Sitting on that ring post is Basil. Certainly Basil has mystical powers. We have seen the Obey Basil signage about. Don't know what kind of supernatural thing that moniker has over Mr. Karryt. That is one of the great mysteries in the business of pro wrestling. And right now Jimmy Karryt taking his sweet time, just kind of chilling on the guardrail, waiting for, maybe Ox to fall asleep. I don't know. Referee not in much of a hurry to count, apparently. Referee with some instruction for Karryt to get back in the ring. Karryt taking his time. And this is just irritating Ox. Ox is ready to short circuit over there. You can see the frustration on that man's face. If he walks in with Karryt, he might kill this man. And Karryt goes for the Trojan horse. The lock-in, but before the lock-in, the poke to the eye. And now Ox is blind and reeling from the shots. And Karryt is a hard striker. That is a well-documented fact in this business. He's been around a long time. He hits harder than most. Oh, my. That was a closed fist, ref. Where the hell were you? Big chop by Karryt. Now Karryt starting to take control of this match a little bit. Can't tell if he's talking to Ox or if he's talking to Basil. If he's talking to Ox, that's one thing. If he's talking to Basil, bad times are coming. And the whip into the corner, and Ox missed completely. Shoulder hitting that steel post. And now things are not looking very good for the Ox, and Karryt just opening up a can right now on Ox. Ox almost defenseless. Interstate Championship is on the line. What good would it do for Ox to win that championship? It might certainly take away some of the anger and bitterness, put him maybe on a more healthy trajectory. And if Karryt loses, we might need to call in the National Guard. I don't know. I don't think that would bode well for anybody. Karryt is so cerebral in that ring. All of his strikes, all of his offense, very measured. He is chaos, but measured chaos. Big chop by Karryt. And a headbutt. I'm not sure headbutting Ox is a great decision. Very clearly not, and Ox wants some more. Karryt has a hard head, but Ox is just a different kind of cat. And Karryt using that center rope to cut the wind off of Ox, and now he's going to continue. You know, those ropes, they look harmless enough until you touch them and you realize that they're taped wires. They don't feel good at all. Try running the rope. See what happens to your armpits. That is a public service. And now Karryt measuring Ox, measuring the injury. This is the shoulder that went into that steel post. And now, like a shark smelling blood in the water, Karryt is about to disassemble Ox, unfortunately. Ox trying to get to the ropes, trying to get a break. Not going to happen, regrettably. Big shot across the jaw. Karryt in no hurry. Methodical, slow, wants to... And again, he uses the head, which against Ox is counterproductive most times. Across the ring goes Ox, and a big lariat clothesline, and down goes Ox, and Karryt says that's it. In this case, it is not. He is incorrect. Karryt looking at the crowd for either approval or some sort of reaction. I'm not sure he got what he wanted there. And he is back up and back on the attack. And now Ox trying to fight himself back into this match. And he is putting the fight in, and then Karryt with a quick shot right to the midsection. And a DDT. A DDT from out of nowhere. No hook in the leg. You're not going to win many matches without hooking that leg. We have discussed that at length here at PWE. PWE focuses on the perfect ring etiquette, and that was far from perfect. And now Karryt, once again, focusing on that injured shoulder. Trying to pull that baby right out of the socket. And he's kind of leaning on the back of the neck. Maybe this is kind of like a modified go-to-sleep situation. Ox is trying to fight his way to the ropes. He got there, and no, Karryt dragging him back. And now Ox trying to get up, trying to get back to a vertical base. And now he is back in the fight somehow. And he is hitting Karryt with haymakers. Tries to give him a splash, gets a boot to the face for his trouble. And now Karryt maybe looking to try to end things at this point so he can continue to be the champion. No, he misses. He comes up empty with the elbow drop. Ox still some fight left in him. Ox gets out of the way of the Karryt splash. And there's the big cranial headbutt of the Ox, and now Ox is ready to charge. He's ready to charge. And a big boot. Karryt's in a little bit of trouble right now. Oh my God. That'll clean out the closet. Another big clothesline, and Ox is feeling it right now. Karryt is also feeling it, but in a very different kind of way. Whips him into the corner. Another big lariat clothesline. And Jimmy Karryt is looking a little worse for wear at the moment. As Ox is absolutely assaulting him. Nice back body drop. And Karryt is in a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure that this is going to go as Jimmy Karryt planned. The powder keg looking a little burnt up. And Ox all the way across the ring with a splash. That's going to leave a mark. Up and over, ass over tea kettle, and Karryt is in the throes of defeat at this point. Will Ox be the new Interstate champion? A spinning kick by Karryt. I think he might have got it. I think he might have made contact with, no! How the hell did Ox kick out of it? He literally kicked him right in the temple. That is like the reset button on your head. Set you back to your factory settings. And now Karryt appearing to be up to no good. Looks like he's trying to execute a pedigree. And that might be physically impossible against someone like Ox. There might be a will, but there's no way, and Karryt just collapses. Finds a way to kick out, and this match continues. This is for your Interstate Championship. Karryt is your champion. Ox is the challenger. Karryt, obviously, as we said before, taking the title off the longtime reigning championship, Camaro Jackson, which was no small feat. And now Ox looking for it. Oh! Tried to do a senton and got all knees. And now Karryt looking to put Ox out of his misery. He's got it locked in. I don't think Ox is going to be able to hold on. I think he's got to tap. There is just too much pressure, too much joint manipulation. He has got that locked in. I think Ox is unconscious. And you can call this off. Karryt with that submission finisher, putting Ox to sleep. And your Interstate champion is still the powder keg, Jimmy Karryt. But what a performance by Ox. Give Ox his due. He was right there the whole match. All it took was a mistake in 3 seconds, and Karryt retains the title. What a match. What a start here to PWE at Worden. 2 great matches right out of the gate, and there's more to come. Match 3. We have got Dimitri Staley taking on the monster, Lenny Mephisto. To me, kind of a mismatch here. I don't know if Dimitri Staley has the wherewithal or the size to compete with certainly a ring legend, a veteran by any stretch of the imagination in Mephisto. And shenanigans to start. Now Mephisto just locks it in. You've got Dr. Egon Casanova paroling the perimeter. He is certainly the manager of one Mephisto. And I think Mephisto is just kind of toying with Staley at this point. A much smaller contender, a little bit of a brash youngster, and he is taking all the punishment that Mephisto is dishing right now. And boy, is he come out of the gate hot. You know, you've heard it before. This is his last run. You know, all the things he's been through, coming back, surviving a heart attack, coming back to life after being dead, and making that final run this year, this calendar year. He and I share that. We are both on our final runs. So I appreciate the effort that goes into what he is trying to accomplish. And there's Dr. Egon with that scepter, scaring the bejesus and maybe a little bit of voodoo all over the gangsta. And the gangsta's on the run. That's not very gangsta. Does his job. Back in the ring goes Staley, and back out of the ring goes Staley, and the monster will follow. I think Dimitri might have set him up or maybe he continues to set him up. He is certainly faster. You're going to have to work on your speed, but that is a good way to combat the brute force of the monster known as Mephisto. Dimitri Staley, young, brash, thinks he's the top of the hill. Certainly thinks he's better than Mephisto. Right here, you can plainly see the blatant disrespect. He is the gangsta. He wants to put the bodies in the ground. And he says if he has to put Mephisto's body in the ground once or twice or even 3 times, he's going to do it. But we have seen that Mephisto, very difficult to kill, not very killable. So the gangsta is going to have to do something pretty impressive tonight. And that was pretty impressive. Suckered Mephisto in and used the ring as a weapon. That neck right across that top rope. So now Staley, with a little bit of momentum, enters the ring, finally. There's the athleticism that Dimitri Staley is going to have to use tonight in great supply. You are not going to go toe-to-toe with someone like Mephisto. He is a ground and pound monster. He is going to use his size. He's going to use his physicality. He is going to use his strength, his years of experience to beat you. And what Staley's going to have to do is outthink him, outwork him, outhustle him, be faster. Slapping him in the head is a bad career idea. Hitting him in the head is the least effective thing you're going to do, because there's a head full of bad wiring there. And there's a knee right to the temple. That might stop things for a bit. Mephisto, the heart and soul of PWE. Oh, big European uppercut by Staley, stunning Mephisto. And now he is, almost looks like a little bit of a modified rock bottom, certainly a Staley-fied rock bottom sort of situation, or no, an elbow. The people's elbow Staley style. That would be the gangsta's elbow, I guess. And he comes up empty as Mephisto had that well scouted. He does not want to stand toe-to-toe with the monster. And Lenny is just abusing him right now. And now he's outside the ring, and now Mephisto going to bring him back in the ring. Oh my, I think he's biting the man. I think he's biting the man. Who knew Staley was the first course of tonight's meal? Casanova really seemed to enjoy that little predicament. And now Mephisto has Staley up. Staley trying to fight his way out. Almost a desperation DDT, very effective. And the cover, 2. Only 2. He did hook the leg. He had a shot. All it takes is a count of 3. Sometimes you daze someone real good and you get to walk out with the victory. That was almost the case. And now it looks like he's going for a pedigree of his own. And Mephisto quickly says, nope, we're not doing that. And the bridge, he bridged it. Unbelievable. What an innovative end to that match. I don't think Staley can believe it. Mephisto pulling something out of the bag that we haven't seen in a minute. He bridged him. Lenny Mephisto with the win. Casanova very excited. We're all very excited. Oh, I got that wrong. Staley somehow reversed that cover. Oh my God. That is, now here comes Karryt. Here comes Karryt. Insult to injury and Staley back in. I thought Mephisto had that match won. I thought we were going to see a title change. Not only was Staley able, oh the shock. Casanova using that stick. And Staley is out and he might be out for good. Go again, as if the last time these two met, it wasn't violent enough. Let's do it again. Let's run it back. The bad blood between Harsh and Blackwell, you could spend days talking about it. It is straight out of the Hatfields and the McCoys. Once a peaceful coexistence. Harsh, godfather to Blackwell. Former tag team partner of Blackwell's own father. And they've fallen out to the point that it has been one of the most brutal rivalries we've ever seen. Last time we saw these two, there was tables and doors and all sorts of contraband at ringside. It was a mess. And now they want one more bite at the apple, one more chance to have this dance that they have been dancing now for quite some time. This will not be pretty, not for the faint of heart. Blackwell, something to prove, perhaps. Although, if you listen to Halo Blackwell, I'm not exactly sure she would agree. The mistress of the chain, it is said that she provided a lobotomy to Blackwell to eliminate the past. And I feel like that is a very interesting scenario because the past is what these two men have. And there's a kendo stick. That's not the past. That's the ghost of Christmas future. Kill the past, let it die is the mantra that Halo Blackwell has subscribed into the skull, the altered skull of Blackwell. And if the past is to die, he is trying to kill it with that kendo stick. The evil intentions of one Halo Blackwell have certainly turned this person into a monster and to the dark side. Harsh might be fighting him again. He might fight him forever, not to fight him, but to somehow save him. But at this point in the story, perhaps Blackwell is past saving. We all have that bridge to cross, where you go from the light into the dark. And perhaps Blackwell has gone all the way dark, and now Harsh, draped over that bottom turnbuckle. Cannonball, oh my God, his head bounced right off that turnbuckle. He might have concussed Harsh right there. This match could end early. You can cover the man right there and get the win, but I don't think it's about the win. I don't think it's about the win at all. I think at this point, it's about carnage and inflicting pain and trying to, oh my God, flying headbutt off the top rope connects. Now the cover. And somehow Harsh finds the wherewithal to kick out of that cabeza shot from off the top rope. That kid's falling off that top rope with his head like a depth charge. And now Blackwell rolls out of the ring. This is not a good sign. And there goes the covers, and we're looking for the plunder. The plunder is the chaos and the weaponry underneath that ring. That is an old Dusty Rhodes euphemism. And there's a table. Once again, the sales at Menards never cease to amaze me. These tables should be used for picnics and garage sales, but no. They are used for human sacrifice and potential death. But that's, that may be the negative way of looking at it. Trying to do the splash. I think he cold cocked his head off that steel post. Little spaghetti legged is the monster. The big boot. Shades of Hulk Hogan right there by Harsh. All we're waiting for is a leg drop. But we're not dropping any legs. We're extending the legs of that table. Once upon a time, a human threw another human through a table, and it caught on and became a wrestling tradition. Long before Devon get the tables, were these tables, and somebody went through one. Maybe at a barbecue, maybe at a bat mitzvah, we don't know. But it seems like every wrestling ring around the world has at least one of these tables underneath it. Harsh is looking for the approval of the audience, asking for another one as the crowd is asking for another one. And the crowd gets it, and Blackwell doubles over. I think he is still spaghetti-like from that shot to the head and that steel post. And now he is slamming his head against that table repeatedly. At what point will it be enough? When will it be enough? When will a rivalry end? Oh, that is a low blow. Perfectly legal, apparently, in this match, as are tables and kendo sticks. And now Blackwell moving that table close to that corner. I am sure the bad intentions are certainly there. Double clothesline, they take each other out. Halo Blackwell beside herself, trying to get her person to find a way back to a vertical base. Is that a fit? What the hell kind of hook is that? The sadistic Halo Blackwell never ceases to amaze. So dark. It's so dark. And now they're face to face, skull to skull, and now it's just who's gonna punch who harder in the center of that ring. It always comes down to an ass whipping, and that's where we're at right now. Trying to go for the choke slam, and Harsh will not have it. Some well-placed elbows right to the back of the head. I swear until consciousness gives out, these two could fight forever. And he got the choke slam. Didn't get all the elevation, but the impact on the back of the head is the same. And the mistress of the chains is looking very pleased right now as Blackwell trying to go up to that danger zone. And this is where bad things happen. Took an awful lot of time. And Harsh was able to stun him briefly. Now he moves the tail. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, good. No. That's got to do it. That absolutely has to do it. He kicked out. That man went head and back first through a table and kicked out. Now Halo Blackwell is up on the apron, and Harsh is not going to have any of that. Oh, no. Harsh got her by the back of the head. And now Blackwell incensed. How did this man get back up after that? He is pounding Harsh. Harsh is in big, bad trouble right now.
5 minutes will be elapsed in the match. 5 minutes will be elapsed. 10 minutes has elapsed in the match. 10 minutes has elapsed. With a time of 10 minutes and 38 seconds. Give it up for your winners, Copeland and Kendall. Beck.
Once upon a time, in biblical days, there was the tale of David versus Goliath. You've heard me speak about this tale a great many times, especially while calling Big Lance's matches. Maybe never has there been a bigger disparity of size than in this match. Standing next to Lance, who is now kneeling, Jordy Jinks may very well be part of the Lollipop Kids from The Wizard of Oz. And he is not a minute man in any stretch of the imagination, but when it comes to the monster Big Lance, well, let's just say there's certainly a vast difference in height. And now we're doing a test of strength, and that didn't go well. Jordy Jinks will certainly be at a disadvantage this entire match, because he is literally trying to beat a mountain. Big Lance, your PWE Powerhouse champion, and Lance has beaten Jordy Jinks many times. Let's just say that Big Lance might have the number of Mr. Jinks. And Big Lance has the number of a great many people, there's no doubt about that. But the underdog certainly has a story to be told. And he has predicted a victory tonight for himself over Big Lance, in which he would become the Powerhouse champion. Now, if you have a betting app that has this match on the betting app, I'm going to suggest you sell your home, take the proceeds, bet on Big Lance, because I'm pretty sure that there would have to be an eruption of a volcano nearby in that ring that scares Lance into a heart attack, which might be the only way Jinx wins this match. Now, certainly anything can happen at PWA. We've seen that before, so I'm not ruling out the volcano situation. But let's just say it's very remote. They call it David and Goliath for a reason. Maybe Goliath won with the rock to the head, but I don't see any rocks in that ring. And Lance just carries the man like a child. And that's good. Jinks is going to have to rely on his speed, and he kicks the big man out to the ring. I think Lance is a little surprised by that, maybe himself. And there's Jinks again. Maybe there's something to this kid. Oh, there's a knuckle sandwich right to the midsection. Give Jinks all the credit in the world. He has got all kinds of fight in him tonight. Oh, the choke slam right onto the ring apron. And let's all say it for everybody out there. The ring apron, certainly the hardest part of the ring. You've heard it ad nauseum. And now Jordy Jinks is back, knows it for sure, as he is a hot mess on the outside of that ring. Gets in and breaks the 10 count by the skin of his teeth, but I don't know if he's in any condition at this point to fight. There's that Powerhouse Championship. Big Lance taking his time, doesn't really need to hurry at this point. Another big shot by Big Lance. Ooh, big elbow. And right now Jinks is starting to fade into oblivion. He lasted a lot longer than I expected, so give him all the credit in the world. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is going to hurt. It's not going to feel good. This will not tickle. When he falls to the earth, then he will fall to the earth. Oh, boy. You want to talk about getting laid out. There's a couple of big L's back there for Big Lance, maybe. Fan favorite. And Lance just walking around. A man of that size, a man of that stature, a man with a championship called Powerhouse doesn't really need to rush anything, does he? Going for the elbow, and Jinks gets out of the way. Is there fight left in Jordy? And he is taking it to Lance. What the hell is happening here? Gets pushed back by Lance, but maybe he is looking to shock the world. And he gets out of the ring. Kicks Lance to the back of the head. And now Lance looking a little frustrated as Jordy is starting to climb to the high rent district. I am not sure this is a fabulous idea, but we're going to see what happens anyway. And Jinks flies and is caught by, it's like King Kong and those little airplanes that flew around him. It was not good for anybody. Oh, boy. And now Jordy Jinks has become a part of that ring. That is going to leave an imprint on that ring of that human. He lost a bit of himself on that one. And there's a big knee. And the cover, it's all academic from here. Jinks? Jinks, where did you... What? Where did that come from? Does he have a secret compartment in his ring that he fills with an underdog secret energy pill? Are we going back to the animated show from the 60s? What is happening here? How did he kick out of that? And now Lance has got that size 15 boot, it seems like. It seems like his boot is half the trapezius muscles of one Jordy Jinks. There is no quit in Jordy Jinks. Give him all the credit in the world. And a missile drop kick off the top rope takes the big fella down. What are we going to see history? Could the small one defeat the big one? And now he's going after the lower extremities, the leg area. Going after that knee. It's like Jinks is chopping down a tree. And a kick right to the chin. And Jinks with the cover. What? He may have only gotten one, but some men have gotten none. when it comes to fighting Big Lance. And there's a big lariat clothesline. I think Jinks had 9 lives when he started this one, and he might be on 8 right now. I don't think he has enough lives left, but like I said, give him all the credit in the world for the effort. And now Lance is just taking the boot to him. Stomping a mud hole, if you will. And Jinks tried to go up and over, but up and over a mountain is not a good thing necessarily. He didn't watch the elevator. Oh, and he got dropped on that turnbuckle face first. And there's the big boot. And you can count to 100. No. Oh, no. Lance, don't do it like this. Just pin the man, walk away with your title, and be done with it. This young man has given his all. He does not need to be hurt here tonight. And apparently Lance wants to make an example of Jordy, who fought valiantly, but right now is going to get smashed to the center of the earth. We could count all night. Big win for Big Lance, but hats off to Jinks. You want to talk about going toe-to-toe with a giant not blinking? He did just that. And for a moment, I thought we would have history. But tonight it's all academic, as Big Lance is still your powerhouse champion. Hell of a match, though.
Pro Wrestling Epic Powerhouse Champion.
Big Lance takes a big victory lap as Jordy trying to figure out what dimension he has ended up in. What a giant human, my goodness. You want to talk about your matches with bad blood? There is bad blood to spare in this match. We all remember what Williams and Sophia Rose did to Noelle, robbing her of her title in very shenanigan-based ways. But you've got the tag team of Calvin CoCo with Noelle, both of the fellas, taking on Sophia Rose and Glenn Williams of Trifecta. So you have 2 factions that hate each other. So this is as combustible as it gets. And we all know Williams is a bastard. Not on the same level as Beck, perhaps, but a bastard nonetheless. He will strike a woman. We have seen him do it. He whacked Noelle, and he's taken down Lena Hall as well. He is disgraceful as a human being. But here we are in this mixed tag match. Not adored by the fans. That is much for sure. This could get a little heated. There is animosity abound in this match. And there's the tag to Sophia Rose and CoCo with the tag to Noelle. Oh my God. This is why Taylor Swift wrote this song. And Noelle goes right up toe-to-toe with Williams. And a Luthes press. And Noelle taking out some of that angst on the forehead of Sophia Rose. My goodness. You want to talk about a great rivalry. These two have become very embroiled in something that's been pretty magical here at PWE to be at. Oh, the Bronco Buster. And Sophia Rose looking a little worse for her. The cover by Noelle. Only gets a 1. And there's the tag from Noelle to CoCo. And Sophia obliges and tags in Williams. Glenn Williams certainly strong. Certainly a powerhouse. CoCo is going to have to rely on speed. Certainly has enough power on his own, but when you get a slugging match with a guy like Williams, it's not a good thing for you. CoCo so quick, so agile, such an athlete. Definitely contrasting styles. And CoCo reversed it. That was a nice headlock. And Williams does not look very, very pleased or enthusiastic about Calvin CoCo. Oh, it's like oil and water. It does not mix. You've got a stubborn, bitter human being against a very enthusiastic young man. And Sophia wipes the sweat off of Williams' head. That is a bit of an odd service, but nonetheless we saw it. And CoCo is calling for the confrontation, and he gets it. Still to come, the main event of the evening. Been looking forward to that match for a long time. Trust versus Barretta. And CoCo tries to oblige him with a shoulder tackle, does not budge Williams. And he grabs him right by the head. And down goes CoCo. Nice suplex by Glenn Williams, and he throws his, okay, well, that's just uncalled for. We don't need to do that. And now the ground and pound begins. This is what Williams does so well. So methodic, so physical, so sadistic. Will hit you in places that hurt that you didn't think would hurt in the first place. Noelle at ringside trying to spur on CoCo, and maybe for the moment has given him a little bit of a lift. And out of the ring goes CoCo. Very savvy maneuver right there. Gets himself out of harm's way. And there's the speed of Calvin CoCo. Flying through the air, looking all John Cena-esque. And the crowd is loving it right now as CoCo is giving him a thrill. Nice clothesline by CoCo. He is feeling it. Dynamic entertainer that Calvin CoCo is. I don't think Glenn Williams is very fond of any of it. But it doesn't matter right now because Glenn Williams can't even see straight. Nice strength by CoCo, and grabbing the ropes is Williams, maybe saving his life. And he gets the tag. And now CoCo has got to tag Noelle, and he does, and here we go. the anger and hatred between these two defies description. What a perfectly executed suplex. You know, lover or hater, Sophia Rose, very, very skilled in that squared circle. And now she is stomping a mud hole in Noelle. Oh my! Oh, the face wash. Oh my God, Noelle just got her nose removed in the cover. That's only 2.
5 minutes to be left.
Noelle trying to get a tag as Sophia Rose has opened up a can, all right. And now she is just, oh my. Physically dominant. And there's the tag to CoCo. And now Sophia, oh boy. And here comes it. Things got very, very rough and very, very heated right there for a moment. Now Calvin CoCo rolling. Swing and a miss. Oh, and Calvin CoCo did not make that breaker. And the cover by CoCo. Williams with the kick. And the fans are loving this contest as they should. Pro Wrestling Epic pulling out all the stops here at Worden. And there's Sophia Rose pulling out all the stops, interfering in that match. And this is where CoCo does not want to be. On the business end of the physical assault by the bigger Glenn Williams. And Williams may be a little premature in celebrating a victory right here.
I think you need to stay on this man because CoCo has shown himself to be quite resilient.
And now Glenn, oh my. He is stretching him out, using that rope as a weapon. Oh. And now Sophia Rose beating down Calvin CoCo, and Noelle is incensed. The mind games being played by Trifecta, as they usually are. That might be it. That might be all for CoCo right there, too. No, CoCo finds a way to kick out.
Referee was right there. Glenn Williams questioning the call. There are no challenges in professional wrestling, at least not yet. God, wouldn't that suck? Glenn Williams challenging the referee's decision. I hope we never get there. And there's Sophia Rose with more shenanigans on the inside of that ring. How much punishment can Calvin CoCo take? Almost threw him like a lawn chart on his head. Somehow Calvin CoCo managed to kick out of that predicament. I thought he almost spiked himself. The hour is getting late here. Like we have been saying all night, all it takes is one mistake in 3 seconds to change defeat into victory. And now Calvin CoCo using some educated elbows, and he picks up Williams. Can he get him over? And he does! And now both men down. And the referee begins the count. Both men reeling. He's already on 4. And they haven't moved very much. Williams now starting to get to a seated position. They're at 7. He is at 8, and the tags. And here comes Rose and Noelle. And now Noelle. A lot of angst, a lot of irritation for the way this match has gone. And now she is taking it all out on Sophia Rose.
10 minutes heavy left in the match. 10 minutes heavy left.
And there is a sliding arm clothesline and almost a 3 count right there. And now Rose is in trouble. And here, oh boy. And now Noelle swinging a miss. And Noelle did not miss. And neither did Sophia Rose, dropping her on her head in the cover. And the win for Trifecta. As once again, Williams and Sophia Rose goad Noelle into a very humiliating loss. And once again, Trifecta gets over the fellas. And right now, you may say that Sophia Rose owns Noelle. Holding that title high above her head, may have it for quite a while. Big win for Trifecta. Disappointment for the fellas and Noelle.
All right, here we go. This is your main event of the evening. And once again, you've got members of the Fellas and Trifecta squaring off in the main event of the evening. Strictly Business, Brandon Barretta taking on the champion, Benjamin Trust, the Jet. Certainly not the first time these two have squared off in a contest. This is a very storied rematch. We saw these two grapple at the Granite City show, and they brought the house down then. Barretta has been an assassin here at PWE, defeating the likes of Lenny Mephisto, Calvin CoCo, Cash Worden. Barretta is a natural talent. He is a national talent. He is a guy that succeeds on a giant scale and feels like he is a big fish in a small pond here at PWE, which I think is a bit of an understatement. I feel like PWE is one of the best in the land, so I don't know where that attitude comes from. And right now, Barretta using turnbuckles to short circuit the skull of the Jet. Big chop by Barretta right there. Barretta, former PWE champion, only to have that champion taken away from him by the man he is fighting tonight, as Benjamin Trust came back from a leg injury to reclaim that title, a title he never truly lost. So there's animosity, there is heat between these two men, and there's Barretta throwing Trust around like a rag doll. These are both men are top shelf talents. When Barretta held the title, he had 10 title defenses in his 6-month reign. But he was turned into somewhat of a gatekeeper. You wanted to keep a stranglehold on the business, want to keep a stranglehold on PWE, whereas Benjamin Trust and his title reign has been more of a bridge builder, wanting to see opportunities for everyone. And there is a slide by Trust taking Barretta outside the ring, and he is feeling pretty good about himself right now. Two men that know each other so well, two factions so bitterly rivalrous. You have that big fight feel here tonight. You can just feel this is different. The energy in the building feels different as these two supermen lock up in combat. And Barretta did not enjoy that kick. Another kick by Trust, and Barretta reeling right now. So personal, so bitter, and yet each shot that they take or give one another is sweet in the moment. And now Trust looking to fly perhaps. And no, Barretta style. Now he is locked up in that rope. That foot is locked up in that rope. The referee trying to get him out of there. That's a good way to tear tendons in that ankle. And there is nowhere for Trust to go. The referee doing everything he can to get that foot out of the rope. And a hard landing on that floor. And Trust is in a heap of trouble right now. Barretta taking advantage. Oh my. Right into those ring steps. Those ring steps are unforgiving. And the referee comes out to monitor what's going on outside that ring as Barretta is now taking liberties. Those steel steps. The action fast and furious. Back in the ring they go. Barretta taking his time, measuring each maneuver, trying to do the most amount of impact, the most amount of damage. Big chop. into the turnbuckle chest first. And that's a good way to collapse a lung right there. Barretta has certainly had the advantage in this match for most of the time. Dropping the hammer right across the face. Oh, good Lord. And now verbally admonishing the champion, looking to get back the title. Swinging neck breaker, really focusing on the head and neck area of the champion. Trying to soften him up, to take him down and take him out. Barretta wants that championship back in the worst way. He will do anything for it. Sometimes a possession creates such passion in you, you have to have it at all costs. Vicious chop. And Benjamin Trust, that seemed to light a fire in the champion. Trust tried to go for the suplex. It was blocked by Barretta, who put down a suplex of his own, and that was executed to the T. It doesn't get any prettier or better than that suplex. And now using that center rope, once again working on that head and shoulder and neck area. Barretta breaking the count, according to the referee. The match will continue. That is a pretty drop kick right there. Did you see the elevation Barretta got? Kicked him right in the top of the forehead. The talent of Barretta, impressive and showcased here tonight. He might not be a very likable character, but he has got all the talent in the world. And he is letting the crowd know how good he is. And Trust is in a little bit of trouble right now. Nice recovery by the champion. And that clothesline, oh my God, that'll rattle your cage. It's been a rough night for the fellas, as Trifecta has had the upper hand with the big win in the tag match earlier. So here right now, midway through this championship match. And for the last bit, it has been all Brandon Barretta. Strictly Business has been conducting business at the highest of levels tonight. And now Trust is starting to get fired up, and now they are squaring off. Trying to exchange arm drags, not go, oh, up and over the top rope. Barretta with the final word of the arm drag war, and now Benjamin Trust once again down to that hard floor. The champion has taken quite a pounding tonight. Another big chop by Barretta. Barretta is just showcasing how good he is. I mean, you bring your A game in a title match, and there is no richer prize in the game than the PWE Championship. And now Trust, with a move of desperation, perhaps throwing Barretta into that steel post. Maybe giving himself a little bit of momentum that he has not had since very early in this match. And Barretta comes back for another strike. And he drops him on the hardest part of that ring. And now Trust starting to put together some maneuvers. And here come the Dogs of War. You got to throw this match out right now. Throw it out right now. She has no business being out here whatsoever. And Barretta caught the champion. And that might be enough to start getting that separation. And the Trifecta with a member now at ringside. And here comes Noelle. And there's a slobber knocker going on outside the ring, as Noelle and Sophia Rose are getting into it right in the middle of the main event. And they fight off into the back. Once again, the playing field has been leveled. And perhaps that gave the champion a little time, as Barretta was distracted by the fisticuffs, by the curtain, Is that enough to maybe give him, Benjamin Trust, enough time to recover a little bit? Barretta had him on the ropes. And the match continues. And Barretta is just chopping away at will. Trust has very little fight left. And Barretta jawing with the crowd just a little bit. Crowd is getting a little anxious right now. They'd like to see their champion retain. It's not looking so good at the moment. Although a little hope, a little glimmer as Trust returns some chops. Cut right off. And Barretta taken back to the turnbuckle, and now here we go. The champion trying to mount a bit of a comeback here. Nicely done by Trust, and he's stunned Barretta. Maybe the window has opened. It looked like it was going to be all Barretta for the longest time. Now Barretta with a counter. And he drops Trust. And the cover. No! I thought that was it. I thought he was a new champion, and Trust at the last possible second kicks out. And this match will continue. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the witching hour. This is that moment in time where funny things can factor into a main event of a match. We've already seen Sophia Rose and Noelle show up unannounced. And now it's just Barretta and Trust, one and run in that center of that ring. And now Trust is fired up. And he caught the chop, and he's biting the man. He is biting the man right in front of the official. And Trust hit him with a chop of his own. And now the champion's starting to feel it. And here we go again. More of the Dogs of War. There's Big Glenn Williams. And Trifecta coming out to save their general. And here comes CoCo. And CoCo attacks Williams. And we have a repeat, the other two members of the Fella and Trifecta trying to influence the outcome of this match. And we have just got chaos everywhere. The bad blood between Trifecta and the Fellas is palpable. And into the steps goes Williams, and CoCo is fighting, and they're going to continue to fight as they are headed back toward the curtain. CoCo is down, and Williams throw. Okay, here we go. Once again, they fought out to the ring and back, and now it's Trust and Barretta one more time, one-on-one. And Barretta with a cover. No! Trust kicks out at the last possible second. And this match will continue. What a main event here in Worden. Why do we love PWE? This is why. Fans on the edge of their seat. And at this point, we're going to get back to that one mistake in 3 seconds. That is all you need. That's all that stands between a title retention or a title change. And Barretta is feeling it. And Trust is a little spaghetti-legged. And Trust had that well scouted. It's Saguri. And now Trust. Flying crossbody taking down Barretta. And another big chop. And the champ trying to put an exclamation point on this match. Up goes Barretta. Down goes Barretta. And now Trust feeling the love from the fans, gesturing that this might be the end. We've been here before, we know what that is. Oh my God, here we go again. Once again, it's Noelle and Sophia Rose. They have fought around this building, maybe out in the parking lot. And once again, they are disrupting this match as the referee. Oh, the referee's taken down, my God. There is chaos everywhere. Williams and CoCo are back. Rose and Noelle are back. The referee in the ring is down. And Trust trying to, oh, and here comes Williams. And Trust trying to take Williams out, gets him out of that ring, but has left him open to Barretta, and Barretta with a kick. And here comes CoCo. And CoCo taking out Barretta. And CoCo does it. Here comes Sophia Rose to take out CoCo. And here comes Noelle to take out Sophia Rose, who is stuck in the splits. And here comes, oh no. And there's William, oh you bastard. And this is turned into trifecta. Oh, there's the buckshot lariat clothesline. And now Williams is down. And we've got referees down, we've got wrestlers down, we have got carnage. And does Trust have enough left in the tank? And oh, Barretta with a low blow. Down goes the champ, and no referee saw it. And the referee has returned. There's a replacement one, and Barretta with the finisher. And there's the cover. And the kick out by Trust after the low blow of the finisher. My God. The heart of a champion, never to be underestimated, and Trifecta can't believe it. And they give the belt to Barretta to use as a weapon as Williams distracts the official. Swing and a miss. And Trust gets up Barretta. Oh, that's got to be all. Using the belt, dropping his head on the belt, and you can count all day. And the win for Barretta. And we have a new PWE champion. And tonight belongs to Trifecta. And the Jet left in the center of the ring on the tarmac with CoCo and Noelle to pick up the pieces. Your new champion, strictly business, Brandon Barretta, getting his prize back from the man that took it from him. And Trifecta becomes more powerful than ever before. There was a war going on between these two factions, but the theater has just been amped up. There will be more to come, no doubt.